Over the past few weeks, we've really narrowed into our talking more about tariffs, conflicts overseas, possible inflation prices, what this administration is going to do for us, more than just what everyone's building in the world of Web3. We can't discount that because every single day there's more innovation happening in the world of Web3, more opportunities out there. But we have to concentrate on what's happening in the macro world right now because that does effectively direct really Bitcoin, a lot of the macros, and then it trickles down into the meme coin market, the altcoin market, NFTs, and so on. But right now, Bitcoin has shown some interesting strength. Still, we're not up to that $100,000 Bitcoin finding new highs, but there's a lot of volatility out there. It's really the name of the game, what's going on right now. And that's from a macro point of view. It's talking about a lot about tariffs right now and how it's reacting and affecting the US stock market. And really, we've had the worst stock market day since 2020. There's some interesting facts out there. This is one of the worst stock markets we've had, really, if you got out COVID, that we've had in over 10 years. And that's because the markets don't like uncertainty. Whenever we have any sort of uncertainty, risk assets do tend to sell off. One thing I want to point out, it feels like we're almost hardened a little bit about this in the crypto world right now. It feels like Bitcoin is holding strong. It sold off this tariff news a couple weeks ago. Michael Saylor made a great point here with Dave Portnoy when he says Bitcoin trades like a risk asset short term because it's most liquid, stable, 24/7 asset on earth. We talk about it all the time. We see these sell-offs in Bitcoin on a Saturday afternoon because the market, frankly, is open because they're worried about what the announcement's going to be on Monday in regards to possibly tariffs. In times of panic, traders sell what they can, not what they want to. Doesn't mean it's correlated long-term, just means it's always available. I couldn't agree more with what Michael Saylor is saying there. And just recently, we had China impose a 34% additional tariffs on U.S. goods, and that's after the United States just recently announced our tariffs schedule and restructuring. The market doesn't like uncertainty, but Bitcoin's kind of hanging in there compared to the US stock market, and it's making me feel a little bit more encouraged. And I want to share that with everybody in the community. We have one of the most pro crypto administrations of all time in there right now. We have a lot of people in very prominent roles, the Bassett's, the David Sachs of the world, that really see the full vision of what Bitcoin can be. And really, with it kind of finding this soft floor of $83,000. It's and really with the stock market selling off so hard right now, it's making me start to see that I think we're starting to get a different point of view now, kind of what a lot of Bitcoin maxis, myself included, have talked about Bitcoin being that digital gold. We've talked about that in the past. It hasn't always correlated perfectly. Gold's doing very well right now, but we're starting to really look at this asset as a Bitcoin as a worldwide store of value, worldwide currency. Good old Farcoin's leading the way, adding a tremendous amount of holders, a decent percentage amount, and has been trending in a positive direction. I think over the past 24 hours, it's up 25%. That's after an initial correction. But we joke on crypto Twitter, Joe and I have a joke between us about Farcoin being the leading indicator in a lot of these assets around the world. Well, hot air rises, that's for sure. Farcoin's starting to pick up steam in terms of holders, in terms of price. Hopefully, the macros like Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market really starts to follow. The Trump family is up to investing again in the cryptocurrency world, and it looks like they're getting into the Bitcoin mining business. I don't hate that. I do believe that the United States needs to take a stronger position in Bitcoin mining. We have a ton of energy available. We have a ton of resources. And if we do believe Bitcoin is going to be that digital gold, one of the assets of the future, like I believe, like I'm sure a lot of people in the audience believe, then it makes a lot of sense, a way to not directly increase taxpayer money and to become one of the leaders in Bitcoin mining. I do believe that could really pay off with the resources the United States have. It looks like the Trump family believes the same thing. Now, there is one thing with the Trump family getting involved with World Liberty Financial, Bitcoin mining, having such a heavy role in digital assets. It does make me a little bit worried that this could become a partisan issue at the end of the day. It feels like we're trending a little bit more in that direction. And I personally believe crypto should be a bipartisan issue. It makes sense on so many different levels to make the government more efficient, to make our entire country more efficient as a global asset. And lastly, even with Solana's price getting hit hard, but has found a little bit of a bottom here, feels like, compared to where the stock market's been going. Fidelity, good old Fidelity, SEC has acknowledged they filed for a Solana ETF. Solana ETFs are coming. We're going to see an interesting amount of capital. We're going to see how the market reacts to these ETFs, but it's real. I do believe we could always take a leg back down in some of these majors. Always keep an eye out if you're looking to invest the dollar cost average in. It's not financial advice. It's just a smart way to possibly address these lulls in the market. In addition to that, if you're as bullish as I am across a lot of these macros, where we're going in the future of AI in crypto, and there's going to be opportunities for additional meme coins, NFTs, just the world of Web3 is developing. Check out our private community down below. It's only $1 to get started. We'd love to have you join it.